So we have Season 2 of Jump Force DLC fast approaching. Shoto Todoroki already being revealed as My Hero Academia's contribution to this season of DLC for Jump Force. And now we have the question bearing on everyone's mind. What are the remaining franchises and remaining characters yet to have been revealed for Jump Force Season 2? Now we do have it confirmed that it's Hunter x Hunter, Yu Yu Hakusho, Bleach, and JoJo's Bizarre Adventures. But within that, what are the remaining characters that have yet to have been revealed for Season 2 of Jump Force DLC? Well, I'm going to answer that in today's video, and we're going to jump right into it. Now, right off the rip, I'm going to talk about Bleach. Now, everyone is hedging their bets on Miyaki Yakuchi, and that's cool and all, and that's great. And I mean, I think it lacks vision. So I'm going to go even deeper into the captains of the Soul Society, and I'm going to go with Captain Unahana. Captain Unahana has such potential for Jump Force, is crazy. Now, she's sort of a dual character. She reminds me a lot of Toby from the Naurto series when we first got him into the Storm series, and this is what I mean. She's like a switch flip character. In her base form, she's all nice, quiet, you know, the little smile, the Unahana that we're all familiar with. But if you read the manga, because the anime didn't get this far, you know when she activates her Bankai, it's like a total change. She puts Kenpachi, a character that a lot of people want to see in Jump Force, she puts Kenpachi to absolute shame. This is why I can see Unahana coming into the game. Now, in her base form, before the awakening, I can see her mainly using regular Soul Reaper techniques, maybe a healing move, maybe a slash move, you know, typical sword user in Jump Force. Maybe do something with her Manta Ray, maybe that could be her ult, maybe it could be something else. I think her ult maybe should lead into her awakening, similar to other characters in the game, or you can just have her straight up awaken into what I'm about to talk about coming here in a bit. But maybe some healing techniques, you know, some moves to give her variety. Now to get into the awakening, because this is where she really gets interesting, because now she uses her awakening, she pulls out the sword, it's dripping with the blood and everything, the blood of all her fallen victims, and she turns into an absolute beast. I want to put Unahana into that tier that puts Ichigo to shame. Now, Ichigo is a controversial character in Jump Force. He's really strong, obligatorily so. And I want Unahana to come in and change all that. I want her to just come in and be an absolute beast. Now, we're going to get into the next franchise, which is Yu Yu Hakusho. Now, this one is a bit of an odd pick, and it's coming from Yusuke's game, but I'm going to go with Kurama, because everyone's talking about Kurabara, Hiei, and I want to go away from the obvious, and I want to go with Kurama, because there's a lot more interesting things that they can do with his Rose abilities in his base form, like maybe set little traps on the field, you know, of course, long distance attacks with the vines, maybe throwing techniques, and you know, Jump Force can come up with some really interesting ultimates, so I'm not worried about that. But it's the awakening when he goes into that white-haired fox state. That's what we all want to see. That's where he gets ridiculously strong, and that's what I want to see from him. I want him to come in and have that same fire as Yusuke, right? I want him to have the white hair, the fox form, and everything, and I think that's what people would want to see. I just don't think that Hiei would bring that kind of commodity to Jump Force. I think that we already have our fire guy, at least for this season of DLC. I think that you could hold off Hiei for a season 3 of Jump Force. I think that Kurabara, I think he would. I like Kurabara, I like him as a character, but I think Kurama is the character that we need to be picking for this season of Jump Force. Now, moving on to Hunter x Hunter. I've been thinking long and hard about what this character choice could be, but I'm going to go with Maki Kamasine. Maki Kamasine and her threads, her Nin ability, that would be awesome. And you see the goal of this video. I want more technical skills, something that changes up the meta. So she has two different abilities for her thread ability. One is to heal, one is to damage. so she can heal herself, heal her other teammates by using her Nin ability as a healing move. Like maybe one of the slots can be dedicated towards healing, and she can also throw her needles and use her thread to create traps on the field, like mines or something, you know, where the opponent can run into them, sort of like the ice traps we already have in the game, but with threads. Like maybe like the maybe to pull something from Naurto, maybe like the shadow binding technique or the shadow stitching techniques, but with threads. And I think that Maki Kamase would be a great character to add for the Hunter x Hunter series. Now, the last character that I want to see from the JoJo's Bizarre Adventures franchise, and I just see that Jump Force could definitely go with him because he's already been in the Jump franchise of games, and that is of course Joseph Joestar. Now, he was already in J-Star's Victory, which would make the transition a lot easier because they do borrow some animations and some assets from those games, and I can see them using those assets to comprise a moveset for Joseph quite easily. The transition would be almost seamless, except they would probably have to come up with a different ultimate for him. But his moveset, he can use his clackers, his hormone clackers, and do different attacks. Again, they use this in the J-Star's Victory game. He could also have like maybe a Gatling gun. Again, this is a thing from the J-Stars game again, which would be his ranged attack, and maybe some kind of physical move, maybe I don't know, a key charging move to boost attack or defense, or maybe trigger health regeneration. You know, they could get creative. I think that Jump Force, the developers, can get creative and expand upon what Joseph has already shown in the J-Star's Victory game. And of course, his awakening could be the Redstone of Asia. He could definitely use that in Jump Force as they have it in J-Star's Victory, and I think it would be something that everyone would love to use. Again, go check out some clips from J-Star's Victory and you know exactly what I'm talking about. So he's an easily to transition character to get into Jump Force. But those have been my picks for the remaining 4 slots of Jump Force Season 2 DLC. Do you agree? Do you have any input of your own? Let me know in the comment section below. Of course, I think your perfect being and the #1 anime gaming Dragon Ball Xenoverse and Jump Force and Fighters channel, Dragon Ball Fighters channel on YouTube and the internet. Of course, the name being perfection, the quality is the name itself. Of course, hit that subscribe button, click the notification bell, follow me on Discord down at the link down below, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.